Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. You know me, and this time, today, I will present you JavaScript lessons. We have seen 8 lessons so far, and we'll go on with our lesson 9. Right away, I will start up our lesson. Okay, I've been presenting you methods, JavaScript methods related with date object. This time, getDate method I will present you. I will show you usage of this method, and here I define an instance of our date object. Okay, here, and actually this is the date. This is the date of our string, and here I recall a write method, and I recall also dt.getDate, and just I would like to show you the result. Okay, it is shown as 1. Just I say here. And I save it. Okay, this time it says 5. Date object, get date. It's the 5th of the day, 5th of the week. Okay, let me show you another one. Get hours method. I would like to show you get hours. Just I would like to update this one once again. So it's to 27 right away. Okay. Okay, this is the very first hours of the next day, and actually the hour is before 1 a.m. So it shows the correct hour. It shows this 2 digits, in fact. And this one, how about this one? Get milliseconds method. Just this can be very useful when you tangle with timing purposes, you guys. Here I define an instance of date module, and here I recall get milliseconds, and just it gets the current date in milliseconds. It's gonna be a large number. I'll run it once again. Okay. Here I just update this and 0000 12. Okay, so just I'd like to get the minutes, in fact, so it's gonna show 12, in fact. Okay, just it's gonna show 12, and when I save this, #12 is shown on the screen. GetMinutes method can be used in order to show the minutes that passed. That's all. And how about set a fullYear method? Actually, there are lots of methods regarding date and time module, and just I want to show the most prominent ones, the most used ones. And here this is the date, August 28, 2008, and set fullYear 2000, and just I would like to get it printed. Okay, and this is 2030. This is set fullYear. Okay, 2000 is printed, and standard Arabic hour. fullYear method. Okay, just there is a parse method here, parsing the data details, data information, and it's gonna be printed this variable milliseconds, and this date will be parsed, and I will show you right away. Okay, and this is the starting time from 1970, and the milliseconds that passed so far is this long integer, in fact, in milliseconds, since this time, since 1970. Okay, UTC method, just we can use UTC method so as to show in milliseconds number of milliseconds since 1970. Okay, not so large number. However, in milliseconds, it's a huge number. It's a long number, in fact. How we use it? We assign a variable millisecs, and date dot UTC, and the date, and just I can modify this 27. Okay, and this time it's still a huge number, yes. And how about the next one? This is an example for math.e method. Just I would like to show you, and it's gonna print out the mathematical e value 2.74 hertz 72, just as far as I remember, 2.74 hertz 82. This is the specific number related with natural logarithm. Once again, we define a variable such as property value, and it's gonna assign the math.e value, and after that I print out property value. This simple. And how about the next one? mathematical linear logarithm according to base 2. Okay, this is another mathematical for mathematical usage. Just I can print out by assigning this math dot linear logarithm base 2 like this one. Other saying this value just corresponds to the linear logarithm 2, linear logarithm of 2, number 2. This is another example. This is according to base 10. Okay, just I'd like to show you once again. This time logarithm according to 10 is this value. According to natural logarithm. Okay. This time, this is logarithm according to e, according to base 2, the logarithm of e. Okay. 1.44. And the one, this is much more familiar, square root 1 over 2. Okay, square root of 2, 0.7071, as you are familiar. math.sqrt 1 underscore 2. That's used for that. Okay, this is 94. Okay, this square root 2 property, it's much more simple, not sophisticated so much. SQRT to 141.42, square root of 2, another one. Okay, math a sign method. We have thus come to trigonometric methods, trigonometric calculations. Okay, just we can use it math.a sign -1. Okay, and we can simply make it written, displayed, and this is a sign null. Null means 0, and we're gonna calculate a sign null, and after that we will make it displayed, and a sign 30 degrees, and this is going to be 0.5 possibly, and a sign string, this is going to be another number, NaN should be displayed regarding this value, I think. And let me run it, make it run. Okay. -1, sinus of -1 correspond to this value, and sinus null, null means 0, sine of 0 corresponds to equals to 0 in fact. How about this one? Sine of 30, another number, actually string also, not a number, fourth test value, the third test value, another number will be displayed. Okay, this is ceiling method is regarding with rolling the numbers to the nearest value. In ceiling, for example, 45.95, after it's sealed, it's gonna increase to the nearest integer value, in fact. I'm gonna show it to you. Okay, so 25.95 is what's the ceiling point? It's 26, in fact. So it's rolled up to the nearest integer number. So it becomes 46. And how about this one, 45.20? In this case, it becomes 25. Okay, and for a second. And for the third one, this is the minus value, in fact, so it becomes 45 because it's rolled to the nearest upper integer, and this is also will be sealed, will be approached to 25, minus 25.0 as an integer. And how about this one? Here, exponential method is recalled. For example, exponential first, exponential 1, exponential 30, and exponential minus 1. Just all these values are assigned a specific value variable, and after that it's printed out. Exponential 1 means 1 to the power of e, 1 to the power of e number. In fact, e number, as you remember, is 2.71, and e to the power of 1 equals to this one. E to the power of 30 becomes a huge number, in fact, this one. And e to the power of minus 1 means 1 divided by e, so it becomes this one. And e to the power of 0.5 becomes a square root of e, in fact, a square root of 2.71. It corresponds to this value, and that's it. How about this HTML script? Exponential method. Oh, this is the repetition, sorry guys. Okay, this is an example for random method, random usage, and I here recall random method in order to assign a value, variable value, and after that I make it printed, and a second test value I say it, and another random number, and it is expected each time it generates a distinct random number. Just we can see that here 0 point, it's a long floating point, in fact, generates random number, as you see, 0.93, 0.76, 0.93, once again 94, all for random numbers are created being very distinct from the other ones. What is the method used is math.random, and after that how about 900? Okay, script demo 900. Okay, here I give an example for mathematical square root method, taking square root of any number, and here the argument is 0.5, that means square root of 0.5. It's gonna be 0.77 like this, and the square root of 81, and the square root of this one, and minus 1. This must be very interesting to see the result. Okay, 0.77. Okay, the second value is 9. 9 times 9 equals to 81 in fact. How about 13? The square root of 13 equals to 3.60, 55, 5, blah blah blah. And how about minus 4? Actually, square root of minus 4 is not a proper number. In fact, it's not a number, so NaN will be printed out instead of this calculation, you guys, instead of value. And how about 101? Okay, power method. Power means exponential, in fact. So there must be two arguments, the base and the exponential. Okay, the base and the multiplier, just so I can say that. And first one, I use these two numbers, and the second one here, and the third one here, and this one. This is gonna give a result of one in fact. Okay. No, the base is 0, so always it's gonna give a result 0. Sorry. Okay, 7 times 7 equals to 49. Okay, 8 times 8 is gonna give a huge number because 8 is multiplied by itself 8 times. And minus 1 times 2, it's gonna give a positive 1 result, and 0 to the power of 10 will give always a 0, as you guess. And that was the end of this lesson, you guys. So day after day, after each lesson, we're approaching our end JavaScript lessons, and after a few lessons, our elementary and intermediate level will come to an end, and after that, in advanced level, 1 or 2 lessons probably will come. And so far, I wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And thanks for watching me, you guys. Keep in peace, be in peace. Bye bye.